When you bought your car, the headlights are probably crystal clear, they were clean, right? But over time, they get that yellow and dingy kind of color to it.
I know what you're saying. One of our viewers is less concerned about the look and more concerned about functionality. What are his options?
All right, Peter Fink is here to answer that question. Two other questions. He owns Certified Transmission. Good morning, Peter. How are you?
Welcome back.
You got to take your new car through car wash. Huh?
Right. Okay.
It's still there.
Once in a while.
No, but I mean, even if you do that, it seems like sometimes it's hard to get that grime off of there. But let's get to this first question. Barb is up first. She says, my 85-year-old cousin has a Ford Taurus. The transmission shifts fine when cold, but when it warms up, it does not want to shift. Fluid is okay. It has been changed in the last 6 months. It also smells hot. I think she wants to know what's going on here.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know for sure what year it is, but I think this is going to be electronic transmission. The good news is, since it does shift cold, it is possible that a sensor isn't reading properly, okay? The engine and transmission work together as a unit, okay? And all the sensors on the transmission and the engine, and if you get one of them that is wrong, it can definitely give it funny shifts, late shifts, no shifts, okay, and different things like this. So what I'd say is, let's get it into one of my shops, okay? I don't know if her check engine light's on or not, because sometimes depending upon how a switch might fail, it will trigger the check engine light. But if it fails within that perimeter, then it won't set a check engine light, okay? They always think there's going to be a check engine light, not necessarily, okay? So we need to check all the sensors on it, okay? The good news is you change the fluid on it. The smelling hot, you know, I mean, I don't know what they mean by that, okay? A lot of cars smell hot, okay, and stuff, especially in the summertime.
Well, and you start to notice that stuff when you feel like something else is wrong.
When something ain't working, you kind of start tuning in more. You know, I tell people when they get their transmission fixed, you know, their hearing improves. I should be in the hearing business, okay? Oh, yeah, because I didn't hear this before, you know, or something. Well, you're tuned into it, okay? You just spent some money or whatever. Get it to one of our stores. Tell them Peter sent you from the blend. We'll waive the checkout charge on this one, okay? We'll see what's wrong with it, okay? And then we can go from there.
That's nice, Peter.
Yep.
Okay, let's get to our next question. It's from Sarah. She writes, is it necessary to use the parking brake if you're parked on a flat surface? My husband chastises me when I don't do it. He says it will help the transmission last longer. And now you've gone from the hearing business to marriage counseling.
There you go, marriage counseling.
What do you have to say?
Okay, well, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not really going to help the transmission last any longer, okay, and stuff, all right? It is a safety issue, okay? Truthfully, I don't really get too worried about ever putting the parking brake on, okay? Park is very dependable on these new cars, okay? And even if they're 15 years old, long as the linkage shifter isn't all wore out and things like this. I'm not here to pick on one brand, but there was one brand that was notorious for the column wearing out, okay? And the column is where your shifter is, and that was Ford's, okay? If you've got an early model Ford, and I'm talking the 80s and 90s, and it's all sloppy, those did have more of a problem jumping out of park, okay? And actually, there's even some lawsuits over it, okay? But it won't help the transmission last any longer. It's just a safety issue. You know, if you're going to put your boat in the water or something like this, definitely put the parking brake on. But just normal parking in a parking lot and things like this or your driveway, I usually never do. If it's a steep hill, I will put it on before I put it in park, because it does help to pull it out of park. Because if you got a heavy load, okay, and the whole weight of the vehicle, or if you got a trailer, then it's hard, and it's really hard on the linkage and the cable and stuff. So then I use the parking brake.
Well, maybe that's what the husband meant.
Yeah, there you go. They were towing something, you know, so I'm sure.
She said flat surface. Listen,
selected listener. Let's get to the next question. Henry writes, my headlight covers are cloudy, making my lights appear dim. Can I fix them without replacing the entire headlight cover? I drive a 2007 Kia Sportage. This is the question we were talking about earlier.
There's your question. No, going through a car wash will not fix that one, okay? I thought you meant you were just taking that Jeep out and getting it all muddy or something.
No.
Okay, all right. No, on this, actually they sell some great products at the auto parts store anymore. That is a do-it-yourself. You can polish the plastic lens, and they look just about brand new. It doesn't last as long as a new one, okay, but the price alternative is immense, okay? I mean, it'll last for a couple years, okay, where a new one will last for 5 years or longer, you know, but no, it's a do-it-yourself. Or if you can't, you know what, a lot of shops will even offer that service anymore too, okay, and not necessarily a body shop. It's sometimes a general repair shop that you can go to, okay, and stuff.
Why do they get dirty like that? What is it?
You know, the plastic, it isn't really, I don't know, the plastic with the sun rays or something make it turn a little bit yellow.
So it's like sometimes if you have artwork or something near a window, it can fade or turn yellow.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it is, and that it's a fading from the sun or something like this, okay, and it turns kind of yellowish.
Yeah.
I know my wife's car done it, mine has, and you get it and polish it. I think they sell the kit for $20. It ain't
I've seen the commercials, but I kind of thought it was a gimmick. I'm like,
I
that
did
doesn't
too.
work. Good to know, they all work, so we don't have to get that stuff fixed. There for a second, you saw some information. We'll flash it for you again. Certified transmission with 5 locations in our area. And we're talking about that first viewer and her cousin with the car. So don't hesitate to get that in. And for anybody with a transmission problem, it doesn't get any better than Certified. You can make appointments online, find the shop nearest you. His name's Peter Fink. He joins us every so often. It's great to see you again.
It's always fun.
Enjoy Miami.
Thanks, Peter.
Oh yeah, we got to go down for the game.
Make some noise down
go
there,
Huskers!
right?
Go
You
Big
know,
Red.
we're a little bit of an underdog,
Go
you
Big
know.
Red.
So we'll pull it out.
I believe it.
There you go.
All right, your question could be featured during our next visit with the crew from Certified Transmission. A few ways to get those questions to us. Email talkback@omahamorningblend.com. Visit our website. There it is. Click on the Certified Transmission button there, or leave questions on our Facebook wall.
I don't know if you know this, but O'Neill claims to be Nebraska's Irish capital, right? Well, the town of Greeley says not so fast. Their reasoning, we'll talk about it still ahead.
First, one cancer patient's story and what her doctor is working on that could make a difference in the lives of other patients.